Welcome back. Now I will be previewing the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Both teams made the postseason just a season ago. The Bengals won the AFC North with a 10-7 record, while the Pittsburgh Steelers just snuck into the last wildcard spot with a 9-7-1 record. Now, for the Bengals fans, you must feel very happy you didn't have to actually face your AFC North foe, as the last two times in the 2015/2016 wildcard round, the Steelers knocked you off. And back in the 05-06 season, the Steelers also knocked you off. So I'm sure if you were a Bengals fan, you were very glad not to have to see your AFC North rival in the playoffs just a season ago. Speaking of the Steelers, they did make the postseason, like I just finished saying. They played the Kansas City Chiefs in the wildcard round last year, and unfortunately, they just didn't have enough magic, you could say, for their Cinderella season to continue. And Ben Roethlisberger is basically ride into the sunset, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to climb that mountain one last time to get another ring. But he has two to his name, so I mean, he really can't complain. I'm sure he's going to be a Hall of Famer at some point. As for the Bengals, like I said, they did make the postseason. They got their division, so therefore they were guaranteed at least one home first round matchup, and they did play the Las Vegas Raiders, knocked off Derek Carr. It's hard to believe that was his first NFL postseason game after being a starter in this league for so many years, but unfortunately, he just did not have a good enough team, and I'll get onto the Raiders in another video, but I just wanted to make that clear. That was his first postseason game that he played against Joe Burrow, who is looking like Joe Cool every time you see him. And speaking of Joe Cool, he did lead them into Tennessee, which was the number one seed last year, and despite having a horrible offensive line and giving up 8 sacks, I do believe it was, they still managed, and their defense, I should say, managed to knock off the Titans. And then they would go on to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. But and they shocked the NFL world by knocking off Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And ironically, the last time that Mahomes lost in the championship game was in the 2018-2019 season to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. When it comes to this matchup in particular, Mitch Trubisky is going to be the starting quarterback for the Steelers. Not saying he's going to be Ben's replacement, not saying he's going to be their franchise quarterback or the future quarterback there, but he is their quarterback for now. But I just don't see him going into Cincinnati and pulling off an upset. So I am going to give the edge to Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals in their first matchup. And I believe that the Bengals will start the season 1-0, Pittsburgh 0-1. On to the next one. Take care.